Hi there, this is my top 5 things or reasons why you should buy a Flex Modular SF6 analyzer instead of the competition. So the first one would be the most obvious one. The modules that we have inside the device have built-in sensors, and the reason that we did this is that we polled customers prior to starting the development on the device, and the biggest issue people have with SF6 analyzers is that they send them off for calibration every 1 or 2 years, and it takes weeks to months to get those devices back to them. And not only that, they're dealing with the shipping logistics damage that goes along with shipping UPS or FedEx to get those devices to and from the manufacturer. So we went with a modular sensor that just needs to be replaced whenever the calibration is due for that particular sensor. So you pop up the old sensor and pop in the new sensor and you're good to go. Number 2 reason will be the interface. And right here, so we have a 7-inch touchscreen here. People that use this device for the first time are always kind of blown away by how easy it is to use compared to other devices. We tried to remove all of the jargon, all of the confusing symbols, and stick to the basics so that the lowest levels of technicians, even my grandma, could come up and use the device if she had to. The number 3 reason is the build quality on the device. We did not skimp on any of the materials, even just from like the storage bags down to the getting rid of all the plastic push to connects fittings inside the device for all the plumbing connections. Those are all stainless steel. There's a lot of different areas in which we did not skimp on the build materials. The internal bag for storing the gas is made of a really tough Kevlar type material that doesn't crack in the cold environments. Another thing that we heard from customers that they were dealing with. We're also the only device made and serviced in the United States. So that's the number 3 reason. Number 4 is that we are adaptable for the future. So it's kind of uncertain for the future of SF6 and insulating gases as to what the next type of insulating gas is going to be. There's a lot of no-vet gases out there that are being developed, and clean air breakers. We're not really sure where the industry is heading as far as replacing SF6 in the future. That's why we have the 9 different sensor module bays there for future insulating gases that are being developed, because we want this device to be out there for decades to come for future customers to be able to pop in a sensor that might be used to measure impurities in future insulating gases as well. The number 5 reason that you should buy the Flex over a different device is that we have a unique heated H2O sensor or humidity sensor that helps burn off some of the excess or leftover moisture that's trapped inside the system. This is another one of the things that customers brought to us as like a big issue for them, since the humidity measurement is so crucial to understanding the health of the gas inside your breaker. Most customers realize that with a lot of these other devices, they'd have to test 1, 2, maybe 3 times before that system would start to read drier tests. So what we did is we built in a heater into the tip of the sensor, and we run that heater prior to running a test, and that helps to dry out that sensor, because a lot of times the moisture will build up on the tip of the sensor and it's kind of sticky, so it's hard to get it out. So usually you have to run 2 or 3 tests worth of gas flow across that sensor to get it to dry out. But for us, we just heat that sensor up, helps to evaporate some of that residual moisture, and that way you can trust the test right from the first test of the day, and then obviously subsequent tests after that. So those are my 5 reasons that you would go with a Flex Modular SF6 analyzer over some of the competition.